I forget the university that people are talking about doing this at. It's students who are looking into research for a product that they could eventually make.
Okay.
And the topic is homegrown babies.
Before we even get into it, because
Okay.
I can't believe I can't believe those two words were put together and formed something.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
Well, that's how the babies are going to be made.
Exactly.
Just put a couple things together, and I can't believe that happened.
Ironically, are there anybody dumber than students?
Whoa,
That's not a hot take. That's a real take.
that's deep. Are you talking about?
No, because he said
Are you talking
a
about
couple of
before they
university
learn?
students. No, I just think students are dumb.
Okay.
And they do all these things that, like, you can tell they're so not ready for real life, and they use it as an excuse, like, oh, no, this is my fucking, you know what, fucking stay there. I'm glad I never went. And, yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Like-
It's kids acting like they're adults too soon.
Right.
Exactly.
And we're letting them now just completely reshape the way we procreate.
I think I think that's the difference. I think it's always been like that in terms of like college, universities. It's kids learning to be adults. Maybe instead of kids are
You didn't
dumb.
like the students are dumb?
I was a student.
I know, but
I'm
look
offended.
at you now. Look at you. Look how
I
far
was a
you've
dumb
come.
student. But I think at like every college ever, kids have had like research projects that we've worked on. The difference now is, 30 years ago, this research project these kids were working on was just something that like 20 people would know about in their class. Now it's a YouTube video that we're about to talk about. So the video is homegrown babies. Could babies be grown at home? A concept. Could babies be homegrown in an incubator? So essentially we're replacing pregnancy. Okay.
Pause it real quick. I'm going to pause this real quick.
Okay.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the image real quick.
Yeah.
My first reaction, besides, are you fucking kidding me, is, wait a minute. Look how evil, Mark. Look how evil these fucking people look. They're smiling. They're smiling.
Oh my God.
This concept incubator grows babies at home. Somebody put that sentence together, Mark. Wait a second.
With the menacing music.
Dude, first off, also, 3 girls, 2 guys. I know that means something. Whose baby is it? Why are they... Dude.
No, but are they all the dad? Are they
Are all the mom?
How does this work?
Are you allowed to be a dad or a mom, or are you just there?
Why are they all wearing yellow?
This is... Because they're labs. We made a baby in a lab.
Should we continue?
No, but we'll do
We're
it.
going to.
There's nothing normal about that! That's a ridiculous quote.
Here's the other thing. Very happy. I mean, I know this is fucked up to say, but being a man, I'm grateful. Just for a lot of reasons. I don't want to bleed, yada, yada. The one thing I'm a little envious of is you get to grow something inside of you and know what that feels like. I'm slightly curious. Not enough that I'd want to do a sex change, but I'm like, you know what?
You can't have a baby if you have a sex change. You can't
They
sex-
don't know. If they can build a baby in a fucking living room,
That's a good point.
what can we... No, but you're out on having a baby? Not interested?
I don't know if I've ever been. I mean, having kids is like a rewarding thing that we do as humans. Bearing the child sounds terrible.
But you would think as a woman, that's your, like, most, like, anticipated moment of like, experience in this life.
No, you can't.
You get to fucking... Like, are you kidding me? That sounds like science.
It's literally a miracle, right?
And so now you want to work? So you want the baby to grow in your living room?
But it is a huge inconvenience, and it sets people's careers
Are
back.
you kidding
and
me, James?
I'll play devil's advocate. Look, this woman that's shown on the screen here, she doesn't have to spend 9 months, going through bearing the child, recuperating. Think about how much farther in a career you could get.
You know what's
like
going to
that.
happen 100 years from now? They're going to do studies. Babies born in a living room versus babies born in bellies. More of them serial killers,
No.
sick fucks.
Well, how many?
The incubated babies will probably.
They'll be perfect. They'll be
Better?
selected
It's
genetically, I
messed up.
assume.
Yeah.
I mean, once they perfect it, of course.
But don't any of you like the fucking mystery of it all? The
I'm just playing
wonder
devil's advocate.
of it all.
I'm just saying. And you said, what'd you say? You said in 100 years,
Yeah.
you do comparison of homegrown babies to womb-grown babies. I think the intention here would be to make this the norm, to replace it in 100 years.
Dude.
Let's continue with the video.
Science, let's cut the shit, okay?
Is it? Oh man, I know I'm so old school's the best.
You
school.
love this.
But
You
Dude.
love this.
if they can do this, I don't know. It's weird to think if it's gonna be like.
You
will the
want to
baby
come
be
home
healthy?
every day and see your baby getting bigger in the living room?
No, but you know how many women? Like, it's gonna help the women.
Oh no, I'm concerned about like the vagina stretching on my spouse. That'd be it.
Dude, wait, but like, they're.
So this
they
gets
have
rid
to
of the
market to
vagina
people
stretch.
like you. No more vagina stretching.
No, but that's why I'm C-section all day. Babies come out prettier.
Oh, dude, that's just as unnatural as this.
Yes.
I would say
It's
that.
been in here.
C-section
And I know
originally
I
was what
pull
they.
it out.
See,
I
the
don't
first
know, dude.
C-section
Same
was
ingredients.
the C-section was definitely just an emergency maneuver when it started.
What is this? This is a panic move.
No, this is a
Whoa,
this is a
whoa,
pre-planning
I
move.
want a career.
You know what? I'm in
Let's
favor
put
of
him in
this.
the living room.
I'm in favor. No, but here's the thing. Are you opposed to? I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be the first person to try this. That would be insane.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know
Those
how
are
they would
these
actually
fucking
test it.
creeps
But
and
let's say they
weirdos.
perfected it, and your wife wanted to do this. Don't answer that. Don't answer what I'm about to ask you. Actually, what horrifies you about it? Is it this becoming the norm, or
You know
is it
what?
how scary it would be to figure out if we could do it?
Now that I've had 9 minutes to digest this,
Yeah.
I really fucking still hate it. but what are we just gonna start making everybody? That's it. It's over.
I mean,
And I don't want-
Here, I'll give you this. Will you have the same connection to the baby, or is it gonna feel like something you just picked up at the store?
And
I think that's tough.
And as a woman, if you polled women, you think their biggest gripe is that they got to carry this thing for 9 months? No.
I think it differs. I mean, some women are probably really excited about pregnancy. Some are probably terrified. You know.
Maybe like for your third or fourth kid, you're like, all right, fuck it. You really didn't want this one. Let's just put him in the living room for now. I guess. But the first couple you want to know you really loved and cared about. But not for nothing. Who's having 9 kids anymore where it's like, all right, she's exhausted. They want the machines to win. Why do we need the doctor that gives birth anymore? We just pull this baby now out of this machine. Here's your kid. It's like a hot pocket for 9 months.
Yeah.
Who says
Hot
it's
pocket.
going to
Then
take?
you could say, you know, like,
They might
you
expedite this.
never
Who says it's
should've-
going to take 9 months?
Yeah, exactly.
So you know how's this gonna help overpopulation? Bill Gates is gonna be pissed. They're gonna be fucking producing babies left and right.
But he'll turn them off with a chip if and when
Yeah.
he wants to.
So is semen gonna be needed? Am I gonna even play
I
a part?
imagine they need.
Do girls
semen
even
still.
want sex anymore? Nobody
That's a
cares.
different subject.
Sucks though, man. I don't know. I know it's like adapt or die, and like we talk about the no Instagram stuff, but I know we joke around, and I know it doesn't bother you at all. But I have to tell you, like it really bothers me, because I just think we just do things so unnecessary just for the sake of doing them. Change for the sake of change, you know. And it just sucks, man, because like my greatest parts of my day is when I'm interacting with people. And nobody cares about that shit anymore. This is interacting. And this is the same thing. You're going to take away that moment where you're conceived, where we had a special moment where I loved you. We were trying for 6 months, and finally you came into the room and you were pregnant, and we kissed and we hugged, and I spun you around and we called all our friends, you know? And then you started not fitting into certain clothes as months went by, and I still told you you're beautiful, you know? You're going to take all that away for what?
For more time at work.
It's all bullshit, man. I think that people have lost the meaning of this whole thing. That it's not what you're doing, it's who you're with and who you're doing it with and the connections you make. And that's the beauty of this whole thing. And, it's sad. It's scary that we're all just getting torn apart and ripped apart and people are just going with it. What the hell do I know? I'm lost anyway.
Oh, man.
Don't follow me, I'm lost.